Stuart. How are you?
Good yourself, Christy?
I'm good. Thank you so much for joining this interview. First of all, I want you to introduce yourself to us and also your experience. Thank you.
Yeah. Alright, I'm Stuart Hayter. Been in the industry since 2005, where I started as a motorbike courier, just out on the road, there in the trenches. So yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, started out doing, well, which most freight forwarders would probably remember and understand, doing mark-offs, DOs, going to the shipping lines, doing all that stuff, and taking the DOs and the bills of lading out to the cartage companies and dropping them off. So yeah, that's where I started in the industry.
Okay, awesome. So Stuart, first of all, everyone, whoever's watching, I want to say that it's such a great honor to have Stuart here with us. The reason why I'm inviting him because I feel he's a very special person in this industry. He has been in the logistics industry for a very long time, but he has been trying a lot of things in his career, obviously. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring a lot of knowledge and helpful tips for everyone, whoever is working in the logistics industry, especially for the beginners, that if you want to find where you want to put your foot in and your future, I think Star's going to be a right person to bring lots of helpful things today. So Start, thank you. So for the logistics industry, can you give us a little bit more about your experience, what did you actually do except for the beginning, and then where are you now? Yeah, thank you.
So I went through there, something that was told to me very early on in my career, in working career, was network. Your network is key. And I always remembered that even as a motorbike courier. So going around the shipping lines, I was always networking with the people there, the cartage companies, the companies that I just dealt with, anyone and everyone. I was always trying to, just get to know. I then went from being a motorbike courier into the office with direct couriers, working in operations there. I was always looking for the ugly jobs, the problem jobs, because you fix them, you get a sense of gratitude by making a client happy, yeah? Where most people are like nuts, they put it in the too hard basket. I really enjoyed that. And I'm a networker. I love chatting to people, love getting to know people. And if people have a problem, helping them fix their problems. And so that's what I did. I spent, I think, around 9 years working for direct in the office there. Really just doing that as much as I could, jumping in. Someone had a problem, try and jump in and help. Then from there, I left to look after my body. It only lasted a couple of weeks. That's how much I kind of missed the industry. So I was getting offers to work for other companies, and I decided to take an opportunity up with another company just because I missed the industry too much to not work in it. So I took an opportunity. It was in operations and as a BDM, which I continued to work in, continued to learn more. It was a different part of the industry. It wasn't the courier network. It was more on national domestic freight, more than anything. So I took the opportunity so that I could learn more, always trying to learn as much as I can. So I took that. I worked there for about 18 months before parted ways because I had to have spinal surgery, reconstructive spinal surgery. So I then parted ways. At the same time as parting ways, I started my own logistics business because I was like, I've got a lot of experience, I've got a very large network, and I'm going to miss logistics. So while recovering from spinal surgery, I can still do something. I don't have to stay out of the industry until I'm well enough to work again. So I did that. I did that with my then business partner. We created a domestic logistics company and a brokerage, which created a national domestic network. Then that continued until my health got worse, unfortunately. So I basically, because of the demands of the logistics industry, it's quite stressful and demanding. I sold my part of the business to my business partner. And before I did that, started what I have now, an IT company, which is less demanding on me, but it's still centered around the logistics industry. So that's essentially my path, you know? So yeah.
Thank you so much, Stuart, for sharing that. Wow. So such a story. I mean, I don't think there's many people like you that's been like experiencing so many different things like in this industry. And how about now you tell us more about your current company and what you do? You just mentioned that you start your own company, it's an IT company. I believe it's related to logistics as well. Do you want to share with us more? Thank you.
Yeah. It's an IT company. Our maiden software that we've developed is a freight management system, and it's centered around making it as user-friendly as possible. As you know, most freight management systems, you get it, you've got to do a lot of learning. Ours is centered around being less screen noise, very easy to understand what's what, where, removing a lot of stuff that maybe only 5% of the industry is ever going to use and making it more practical. It's very like trying to remove having to use multiple systems as well. So the system has multiple modules where most companies would use 2 or 3 systems to fill those gaps. So we've tried to do that, making it still fast by removing a lot of the stuff that no one really uses and then leaving that for a customization for the companies. So yeah, it's really trying to move the industry forward. Like everyone knows these days, you buy a new iPhone, yeah? You don't spend 3 hours reading the instruction manual anymore, you know? Just use and go as you go. So, and that's it. That's where we're centered around, is like that sort of thing. So, yeah.
Awesome. It sounds really interesting. What do you call it, the system that you...
So our company's called ALSS Vision, and we've just called the system the FMS.
Oh, FMS. Yeah, that's an amazing one.
Yeah.
Thank you, Stuart. We would love to see more about this information. I would say I think most logistic folks are really interested to know what the whole system is looking like. We look forward to receive the video that you're going to produce, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, we've got a quick marketing video that we're just producing at the moment, but then we're going to do like a 3.5 to 5 minute video that is more showing you more about the system and the benefits to the logistics companies. So yeah, once that's out, we'll send you a copy.
Thank you, Stuart. Now the next question is, I know you mentioned as well, logistics industry is a stressful industry, but the funny thing is we all love it too, and you and me are still in this industry. So do you want to share any things that, you know, the good things that being in this logistics industry to the new generations, for whoever are working there, they haven't found the fun, or, you know, anybody struggling? Do you have any words to share with them? Thanks, Star.
Yeah, the logistics industry, it's just like, it's a great industry because it's so large. You know, like you've got so many people in the industry. It's all different types of people as well. You know, like you can make relationships in the industry that you take outside of the workspace as well. You know, it's one of those industries that's always going to be around. You know, people don't realize, unless you're in the logistics industry, when you go to a shop, how that item got on the shelf, you know, and it's never going to get there without the logistics industry. And that's the great part about it. It's always going to be there. And there's so many great people, so many, you know, and it's very rewarding. You finish your day and you get to look back and go, I achieved something. I helped someone today, you know, so it's really great. That's why I love it.
Thank you, Star. That's so good. The last question, I know you're very busy and I really appreciate with your time. The last question is it does not have to be logistics related, but it's more about, because we're all people, right? We're not just doing logistics. We're also a dad, a mom, or husband, wife with different roles. So it's more about in life-wise, what is your life advice, you know, to to people whoever are watching? Because I know you got a experience that it was really, do you want to share a little bit about what happened, or or long story short, just to tell us what's in your mind, the most thing you want to share with us about life experience. Thank you.
Yeah. Um, so for me, like I mentioned earlier, someone very early on told me that your network is key. If in a career, it's gold to you. So it's always look to expand your network. Always don't leave opportunities like behind. Every conversation you knock back is a conversation to further your career, get your next sale, progress to your next job, anything like that. Expand your network. So always take every opportunity you can. Like I've had a lot of health issues in my life, but I've always had two mottos that I've tried to remind myself regularly of. The first one is don't make excuses, find reasons, because a lot of people make excuses as to why they can't do something, why something never happened, instead of finding reasons to make it happen. It's very easy to make an excuse. So, always try and remind myself of that. The other one is knowledge is power, and power defines you. And it's not in the sense of Julius Caesar and all that sort of stuff, but the more knowledge you have, the more powerful you are to people. People see that you're a very knowledgeable person, which is powerful. People come to you more often for advice, to help, so you gain a lot more respect from people. So, and that's my big thing. Like I said, every conversation can help you further. Every conversation you knock back is a conversation and an opportunity that you've missed. So, yeah.
Wow, so powerful. Thank you, Start. It's amazing. It's really great honor for us to have you today, and all the words that you shared are just so powerful. Thank you so much. Before you go, I just want to also quickly add that I know you're also a very humble person, that you like. I think we are a bit similar on that side. Is we care about everyone. Like when someone's approached us, like LinkedIn or somewhere else, like so on. Nowadays, so many people ignoring the message, and I mean, it's sometimes understandable because too many. But I think the bottom line is that we still need to respect each other and show kindness. And I think you've been doing really well on that side as well. So appreciate with your presence today. Have a wonderful week ahead. And I hope we can get you another time on this interview.
Yeah.
Thank you, Start.
No worries, Christy.
Bye.
Bye.